Was top 15 most attractive hobbies to women. And video games, not on the list, believe it or not.
You thought that would be on there?
I was surprised racquetball wasn't on the list.
Racquetball?
This episode and every episode is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt. If you are injured on the go, just call Mo. If you are in a slip and fall, I also still know who you are calling. Mo.
Mo DeWitt came to bat for us. Go to bat for him. So there's a new thing you can do. It's the Just Call Mo VIP program.
That is true. You can sign up at justcallmo.com/VIP.
Love Mo merchandise?
You're going to get some for free over on that website.
It's the best way to get merchandise.
And what he's been doing is actually taking people out to dinner. You can get access to those exclusive dinners with Mo by going to justcallmo.com/VIP.
Just Call Mo.
.com.
3-4. Let's go.
I have a baby.
You do.
He's so cute, dude.
He's starting to smile at me all the time.
He never says anything.
Episode 32, baby. Welcome to Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. My name is Ross. That is Joel. That is Joel. That is Nico Renato.
Yerp.
Yep, a big time Yerp. We are happy to be here. Thank you for joining us on this audio adventure, this audio program, this audio experience.
It's already good.
It's already good. It's Margarita Tuesday, which is just there's 52 Margarita Tuesdays in a year. I'm not sure if people know that.
Did you know that this show is on Wednesday?
Yeah, we record it on Tuesday. It gets posted on Wednesday, but just know that you can drink margaritas any day.
You only have 52 opportunities, so don't miss out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to motivate you. Get it going.
Get it going.
Amp it up.
This is going to be a blast today. I had a good weekend. I'll tell you who didn't, which Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson did have a good weekend. He made like $10-15 million on that thing.
I've never had a weekend that good.
But I wanted to bring up that my favorite moment out of all of the Tyson Netflix fight with Jake Paul was the pre-interview before the fight. And he goes, Mike, do you have any predictions for tonight? And he goes, vicious win. And then he turns around and then his ass is out. That brought me so much joy.
Did you know that it was his son that was interviewing him?
Oh,
It was his son.
That makes it even better.
And at first I thought it was like a pre-planned skit thing to try to just bring eyes, try to go viral or whatever. But now that it's been a couple days, I'm like, I think Netflix just like got his butt.
Yeah. Just
it's Netflix, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, just live streamed his butt. It kind of looked like undercooked brownie mix. That's what I thought. It was like
When I'm 58 and my butt looks like undercooked brownie mix, I'm still in the game.
Yeah.
Hey.
It just looked like it needed to get baked a little bit more.
And he did shortly thereafter.
Yeah. Oh man, hopefully that's the end of all of these escapades, because like
It's not at all. You know that.
I think there's a chance. I think that there is a legit chance that so many people were let down. Everyone watched that and got sad, which is the last thing you want as a product.
I got to tell you, Russ, I found the key to enjoying that evening of entertainment.
Okay.
I sat down.
Brownies?
Yeah, were they undercooked?
I sat down in a chair, had my beverage, and I fell asleep.
Yeah, dude.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning, my wife woke me up, and she's like, how was it? And I was like, I don't know. And then I realized after the internet let me know that I did it the right way.
You did it exactly perfect, because that's you weren't let down at all.
I liken it to going to the melting pot.
A melting pot. What a sham that whole business model is.
Why?
Because I can just think of just like some smoke-filled room with a bunch of millionaires that some guy like, and here's the kicker, they cook their food. Yeah, like that. It's like
that's what I'm saying.
They do the work.
My way of doing it is you don't cook anything. You just dip.
I also
dip in cheese, then you dip in chocolate.
cheese fondue, like that's all fun. But when it starts getting to like, All right, dude, it's the whole time.
Yeah, but it's only $200.
Yeah,
That's the best part.
That's the best.
It's more than you've ever paid for food.
For dessert, you get debt. That's what you get.
Like any place where you can go and wear shorts and spend $200.
And you got to do a whole lot of laundry.
Yeah, shout out Topgolf.
Topgolf is also very expensive.
Are you a fan of the fondue experience though? You like it?
I fondue.
You fondue?
I do fondue.
I do fondue. My mom was a huge fan of fondue.
She's a real fondue.
Yeah.
The fondue phase.
She was a fondue mamacita, and she was always. It wasn't that we never nailed it. I don't think we ever nailed it. I don't think we
nailed fondue. Oh,
no.
You're doing this at home?
Yeah, we were doing it at home. Like she never cooked. She was not a big chef. She made beef stroganoff and buttered noodles, and buttered noodles is just beef stroganoff without beef.
Yeah,
that's what.
That's her veggie option.
That was her 1-2 punch of beef stroganoff or just the stroganoff.
Yeah.
So then she would also fondue out. Fondue, though, I guess it's a family activity. It's fun for the photos, but like logically,
you shouldn't do it often. I mean, it might be not at all nutritional.
No,
like I don't think you get what you need from fondueing. It's just fun. It's fondue.
The new fondue is the hot pot.
Well, that's a blast.
Yeah, hot pots are pretty cool.
Yeah, there's so many of them too.
Right, you just have your own little.
Hot pot is like when it's like spinning, right? Is that the spin thing?
And you get the burning like the liquid in the middle. And
yeah.
You have plates of things to put in it, and
there's a little grill there.
It's another cook your own food.
Yeah, it's another cook your own food thing. I respect it, but I don't know if it's for me necessarily. It's like
you've never done hot pot.
I don't think I've done a hot pot. No, I've done the volcano place, grill hibachi. Those are fun, but those come with jokes.
Yeah.
Dude, the first time I ever did hot pot was in Shanghai.
Okay, well, that's legit.
We go in there, and I think it was May, and they're playing like Bing Crosby Christmas music.
Okay.
And I told the waitress, she didn't speak English at all, but I was like, this is Christmas music. And she was like, what? No, it's Christmas music, but it's not Christmas. And she was like, okay.
We don't do Christmas around... What is Christmas?
It was just hilarious that they were like, put some American music on. Well, we were the only ones in there.
I
felt like they definitely changed the station when we walked in. I doubt they were bumping Bing Crosby before me and my other white guy friend walked in.
Oh, white people, Americans, have yourself
That's what it was.
A very special Christmas.
There's nothing
Merry
funnier
Christmas.
than out of season Christmas music. Like people are talking a lot of mess about people playing Christmas music or putting up decorations before Thanksgiving. I'm like, this was in May. This was not even halfway to Christmas.
Yeah, that or they're just super into Christmas. Are you guys ready for Christmas?
And I am too. Yeah, I'm ready for Christmas.
Dude, I love Christmas. Christmas makes me
Tree up.
believe.
I saw your trees up.
Yeah, I threw a tree. I have 2 trees. We get 2 trees. We dual tree. I don't want to brag, but we double tree.
You're a natural tree guy, right?
We're a natural tree guy, and then last year was our first year rocking, dueling trees. We have the fakie, and then we also have the real one. And speaking of like relationships and stuff, I saw this graph.
I
sent it to both of you, and I was like, we've got to talk about this on the podcast for a little bit. Because
I'll be honest, I saw that you sent me a graph, and I was like, probably a mistake.
Yeah.
He knows my love language is not charts
So
and graphs.
the graph that I saw was top 15 most attractive hobbies to women, and video games not on the list, believe it or not.
You thought that would be on there?
I was surprised racquetball wasn't on the list.
Yeah,
Racquetball?
These are hobbies, not character traits, but like literal actions that you do. So listen up, single people.
This is what...
if you do these things.
Yeah, listen up, incels, all right?
Chance.
Let's not cause a tragedy. Just listen to what I'm about to say.
Hit me with it.
All right? Number 15, traveling. Traveling is a good hobby to be attracted. Yeah, and I agree.
And there are people who don't like to travel.
And people that travel are honestly way cooler. Hot take, gong me. People who travel are literally better bang. If you haven't, I said.
Wait, what if people can't afford to travel?
Then you better save up, dude. Change your life, dude. I'm hot take. I don't care.
Is it strictly because they're more experienced?
You get stuck in your bubble and you think that's the reality for everyone. I would have traveled with my son even more if he could remember it. I'm not trying to drop $2,000 just for him to be like, you know, like I don't want to.
Yeah, like get your act together.
Yeah. He's got to grow up before I start.
Got to be walking at least.
He's got to be walking. I need you to remember this.
Walking the top.
But go to Hawaii. It rules.
We're gonna do the list. We're talking about the top 15 most attractive hobbies to women. This is
travel.
Let me backtrack something. If you are going through something and if you don't have the money, don't put yourself in debt to travel.
I'll counter that with consider putting yourself in debt.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I'm living proof, guys.
I like how you're like a debt advocate. Like,
I am.
try it out.
I'm an experience advocate. If you incur debt, then whatever.
Right. It's a number.
But what are you not living? You just stay at home and stare at your money?
Yeah. What do you do? You just
lame. Spend it all.
What
and
do you do?
Some.
All day, you just count. You just
Scrooge McDucket?
Yeah, you just Scrooge McDuck
You're just swimming in coins, not traveling?
Yeah.
Come on.
Scrooge McDuck never left the country, and it showed.
It did show.
It showed.
Yeah.
It showed.
He clearly had no worldview
At all.
He just jumped into that rectangle and coin swam his face off.
It's Japan on the top of my list.
For you?
That's
the one?
Yeah, because I find the culture dope as hell. They are punching way above their weight in the sense of influence on this planet. That's my top of the list. What's your top of the list?
Sounds like you really had fun at Epcot.
Yeah.
Top of my list?
Yeah, where would you want to go?
I've never been to Australia or New Zealand. Florida's the Australia of America.
Hey, there's only like...
That's for sure. We are Australia.
Renata?
I feel at home there.
What place do you want to travel to?
I've had this imaginary trip that hopefully I can turn into reality for a while to go to.
It sounds like you're about to say Hogwarts. That's what this imaginary trip that I've been dreaming of.
No, but now that you say that, that is also I think because you can actually go to the castles and all that.
Universal Studios Orlando.
Yeah. But what country would you want to go to?
This is always what I've wanted to do. Go across the pond.
The pond. Come right back.
And then turn around and come home.
I just want to take a huge flight.
I want to get out, slap England, and then come home.
Yeah. You just want to walk up to England, just start slapping all the infrastructure and be like, yeah, built sturdy. It's a real nice.
See you guys next time.
You just show it with a tape measure, start measuring stuff.
Right.
Be like, why's your accent so stupid? Bye.
Oh man, but I've always wanted to like fly in somewhere, and I've always wanted to take like a train that takes you to like 27 countries in like 15 days because I want to get a taste of a little bit of it all and then decide
27 countries
where I
in
want
15 days is hilarious. By the way, what?
Your stats are outrageous. I think you're talking about going to Epcot. That's the only way to do that. You just 4 laps.
Just described Disney's Epcot.
My boy wants to go to the Food and Wine Festival.
There's no specific one country, gun to your head. You have
what an American way to ask.
Yeah. You just got kidnapped.
Well,
where do you want to go? It's a friendly kidnapper. Where do you want to go? We're gonna send you one way to one country. You can say what is it?
It was Italy, but that's basic.
No, it's not.
That's
you need
great.
confidence. That's not indecisive. Italy's a great answer.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
not even the one I had in mind. It was Greenland.
Then why'd you say that?
Because I'm.
Italy's not a bad answer. It's one of the prettiest
But
countries.
Greenland, because I want to see the lights. Those lights.
The Northern Lights?
Yes.
Okay.
Where do they have the lights and the bioluminescent?
Kayaking? You want to see the blue water and the green in the sky?
Trying to see natural
He's trying to have a nature 3-way.
phenomenons.
I'm trying to
I want lights up there, lights down there. I'm in the middle.
I got my iPhone flashlight on because I'm looking for where to go.
And then I want aliens to show up.
Yeah.
Is that so weird?
Not really.
That is what you want, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind that.
So would you rather be abducted by aliens or see a real dragon?
Oh, dude, come on.
What would you want to be abducted by aliens that look like dragons?
Oh, dude.
Okay, we clean up on aisle Renata. That was a noise that usually doesn't happen here out in public right there. Oh, yeah, dude, aliens that
because
look
we
like
said
dragons.
alien dragons.
Yeah, we said alien dragons, and that's his weakness. That's his love language.
I want to go to Greenland to see the lights. That's where I want to go.
You ever considered Iceland?
Do they have the lights?
I don't know. They got the hot springs.
I would think that they have.
Hold on. There's no way to find
I'm more in it for the lights.
You just want to see the green lights. Number 14, the most attractive hobbies to women. This is the list. I'm not making this up. Blacksmithing.
Yeah, I did find that one weird.
That's a sexy hobby?
Well, okay. Throwing this out
More
here.
than traveling, too.
I think
more like a job. Who's just making cast iron skillets after
Oh,
work?
that's the problem. The survey was it happened in 1250. But yeah, blacksmithing. Throwing this out here though. We're all women for the next 45 seconds.
Wow.
All right, put on your high heels. You get your your feminine energy on. What's sexier than a guy just straight blasting steel with a hammer that's red hot and then dipping it into water and then you see steam shoot out?
I think one that thinks we're equals.
I'm just saying, like you what do you mean? Like that's not.
I think respect over blacksmithery.
You know what respect is? Not a hobby.
Yeah, I think unfortunately it is. I think it's a side hustle.
No one's hobby is respect. I'm saying that as an activity.
I get it.
It's someone's activity, and then you just see like the guy's gonna be sweating. All right, look, did it turn extremely gay? Yeah, but run with me here.
Yeah, you like sweaty guys. That's all we've established.
You see a guy dipping red hot steel into water.
Maybe it could be the fact that it's just creating something out of steel.
Oh
yeah,
man,
makes you
Made
want to
of
have
steel.
a steel baby.
a steel baby.
steelish,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Let's keep making.
He's already making stuff.
Yeah,
Steel is
yeah.
Strong
Okay,
and-
now I see it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a little turned on.
And then, all right. So number 13 is archery. Can't get on board with that.
Yeah, really check when they made these.
Yeah.
Archery?
It says archery. Archery is. I guess. I mean,
Like, babe, I need to blow off some steam. Let me grab my quills.
like that's such a.
I'm gonna go try to split an apple on a tree.
Number 12, and I can get on board with this. I understand why this would be attractive. Hiking. Physical activity. You're outside.
You're connecting to nature.
You're going on adventures.
When I was on the West Coast, that was more of a thing because I would go up the mountains.
It's also because you were working door to door.
I was selling door to door. But on my off days, I lived next to a mountain.
Oh, okay.
Which I would frequently hike.
Did you ever consider making iron instead on your days off, like blacksmithing? Were you like, oh, I'm down to smelt today?
What a cool job, though. Now that I think about it, now that I've really brought light to it.
What, blacksmithing?
Yeah, dude.
Should we all make
like
an axe
swords?
or something?
Yeah, axes, swords, hammers.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I've made a sword. His name is Masamune. Like, dude, it would be so sick. And then you get to name your sword.
I would want to make something that I used more. Like I probably try to do like silverware for my house.
Oh,
I'd make
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, I made 12 forks.
yeah.
They're bad,
You
but
like gift people like for Christmas a set of your forks.
yeah, they're like, did Joel give you those jangly forks? They're terrible. I tried to take a bite. One stabbed me in the nose.
Yeah.
None of the stuff is straight.
Joel's forks, man. I took a bite and I was like, oh, great. I'm the Joker now.
Yeah,
People keep asking me where I got these scars.
yeah. He was my first customer.
The Joker going, you know where I got these scars? My friend got into blacksmithing. But hiking's a legit. Now, this next one makes so much sense. And I'm like I love life. I love being a human. I love other humans. But astronomy is up next.
Astronomy is sexy?
Yeah, astronomy, knowing stars. I guess it's a little romantic if you're like looking at the stars and you're like, that's the Big Dipper, that's the Small Dipper.
There's an app that can do all of that.
Yeah. That's just
Star Map, bro. Wait, like astronomy. I don't know. That sounds like.
And there are hobbies here, right?
Yeah,
so like,
are they asking like a 7th grader?
So yeah, if you're asking if you
coloring,
if you're in the lines, I'm good.
TikTok.
But astronomy, I guess, is it's romantic. You know,
it is.
thinking
If you're
about the
into
stars.
astrology, then you're probably like, ooh.
Dude, I know guys who fake being into astrology just to get laid.
I know guys who fake anything they need to get anything they want.
Oh, Pisces? Yeah, I know about Pisces. Emotional, water.
That's
water.
the fish,
water
right?
sign. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fish, right?
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So, like, what are you doing later?
Yeah. I'm an astronomist. I'm an astrononaut.
Next on the list is photography. I agree. I get that. Because it's a stereotype with boyfriends, husbands, any man that we can't take a photo. And my wife has called me out on this, is that she has all these amazing photos of me going out on like date nights and stuff. And then you like see, I'm like, oh, I took a photo of you. And it's just like her abdomen with boobs, you know, like it's just cleavage on top, belly button on the bottom.
The
And,
worst picture.
and it's blurry as well. So it looks like Sasquatchy.
And there's somebody else who's not either of you that's more in the picture
Yeah,
than her.
they're in focus.
Yeah.
I tapped the wrong face, you know.
And that guy is looking at the camera.
So yeah. So I can completely understand photography as like
That's like finding a guy that's a really good cook.
Are
too.
you? Yeah.
Is that on the list?
We'll get
Sorry,
there.
we're in the teens.
Yeah. We're still breaking into the top 5. That
We
was
aren't even at the sexy guys yet.
So just to update,
These are still just like kind of okay guys.
top 15, 15 traveling, 14 blacksmithing, which like on the surface sounds crazy, but if you actually picture a dude doing it, I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can make weapons.
You can make weapons.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Archery, you lost me there. Hiking, get it. Astronomy, get it. Photography, and then up next, this makes sense, cause and effect, swimming. Swimming is one of the most attractive hobbies for women.
It depends on what kind of swimming. Like I love to swim, but I don't think it's in an attractive way. I like to do cannonballs, and I like to silly swim. And I'm not out there like I got to do my laps to get right. Like I'm not doing that. I just like to jump in water and splish splash.
I'm also a silly swimmer.
Yeah. Pool noodles, shooting water out of it.
Chicken fight, volleyball. If you got a basketball hoop that's on the side of the
Oh, bro, it's all day.
all day. I don't need anything else.
So we're halfway done.
I don't think that counts as sexy.
Yeah,
You should leave the
zip line.
zip line
Zip
to the
line.
pool is. If there was a zip line at any pool, I'd be there.
Everybody was laughing at that sketch, and I was like, I would do the exact same.
Right. It's like, this is so relatable.
Yeah. Why do these people need people so much?
I'm
looking to have fun out here.
This would be husband material here. Gardening.
Yeah, make it pretty.
You're a gardener.
Yeah, dude.
That's what you brought. You're in the top 10
Man,
most
I didn't
attractive
know.
hobbies.
I didn't know how attractive I was till right now. If I
Garden.
silly swim and garden,
Wait, I
Whoa.
didn't know this about you.
Oh,
You're a
yeah.
gardener? You're a big gardener?
oh yeah,
Oh,
I plant hard.
No way.
I don't think I'm a sexy man. I think I'm just a regular woman.
Yeah. Up next is this can go 2 ways. All right, writing. That's also you, Joel, right?
Oh man, my ego is exploding.
So gardening, writing is next to each other. Writing can go either way because it depends on what you're writing. You don't write, Renato?
No, I write a bit.
What do you write?
Once in a while, I'll log a journal.
Nice.
I'll log a little journal.
Now, question, do you think what you journal is attractive towards your girl?
Depends on the content of the journal.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe just the fact that you're like if she walked in and saw you journaling, would she be like, look at you
Most of the time when I journal, it's
expressing your feelings?
it's when I'm just so overwhelmed with thoughts and
it's got to go somewhere.
Right. I gotta organize it somehow. Yeah.
Some people punch a wall. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The fact that you are like, I need to get this out to express myself. That might be the part that's attractive.
Well, angrily and non-angrily. If I just come up with something just just into something all of a sudden.
You've sent us ideas you've had.
Yeah.
I know you right. We have an active group chat between the good sauce.
And if you guys don't mind, I'll send more.
Yeah.
I think
I'll send it all.
We never minded.
I'll let loose.
We're back at it again to tell Central Floridians and all of our wonderful listeners that November 21st, the History Center is having their amazing Third Thursday offering.
Learn your history before you argue it with your family. It's the week before Thanksgiving.
So before things get awkward, make sure things get comfortable in your relationship. November 21st is the place you should be spending your date night. It is completely free from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. They open up the doors. They have a really cool curator conversation with the exhibition cover story, which is celebrating Watermark's 30 years. They also give you a huge heads up, by the way, that Santa is swinging by the History Center. You can get your tickets right now at historycenter.org.
Santa Claus?
Santa Claus, which tickets are, by the way, currently on sale. It's all going down at the History Center, thehistorycenter.org.
It's great.
Growth, baby.
You sent us an idea, and it was out of nowhere. It was about vampires.
All of them are.
Yeah. All ideas
It's
are
always
out of
like
nowhere.
10:45, and then I'll get a lot of work in a text.
What was your vampire idea? We're
watching True Blood, and I just got this idea, that it'd be funny to have a sketch of just people that think that they've seen all the vampire movies, everything ever created about vampires, and they think that they are a vampire, and they go about their lives as if they were vampires. Like the sun would be burned by the sun. They drink
you just
blood.
described me, by the way. I am that white.
Yeah, he lives that way.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So this is attractive. This was attractive for
Push-ups.
but this was attractive for, I think, both sexes. If your girl is doing a painting, is that attractive to you?
Yeah.
Well, my wife did just buy a paint by number set at Marshall's this week.
And
let's go.
Let's just say we're still married.
Yeah. Whenever my wife
That revs my motor.
is amazing. My wife painted this wall behind us. She loves painting. She's an art major, which basically means she didn't graduate in today's society. But I think there's something about just anybody creating something that is, if it wasn't for that individual, this goes back to writing, photography, blacksmithing.
It's all creativity.
Yeah,
it's all like, that this person leaves a mark. Like they go into a room and they change it and make it better. And that's something that makes you want to live with them.
We are now in the top 5 here.
Wow.
Woodworking, same thing. You're making something. I would think also, you got the whole Jesus history too. He was a carpenter.
Yep.
He was always working out
And I would
in the shop.
And every photo I've ever seen of him, it's not like he was like a fat slob,
Yeah, well, all the pictures, he's like a long-haired white guy that works out and is slippery.
Yeah. He's killing it. You
ever seen like the AI ones where they're like, this is probably what Jesus actually looked like?
Yeah, and it's like some Middle Eastern dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like
Which makes way more sense. I don't know that I've seen one with dreads.
Yeah, I think Jesus had to have had dreads.
Why?
Being in that climate and that atmosphere, just
that atmosphere.
You never heard of Bethlehem dreads?
He had to have had dreads, bro.
How long have you thought this?
Had to have.
For at least a couple years. 10 years at least. No, because somebody, it's so funny. I was at like a hotel randomly selling door to door.
All right, nice.
Hiking. Let's call it for what it is.
I was
Professionally hiking.
Professional hiker. What does that mean? I sell door to door.
I sell solar panels.
Because you go from town to town trying to slang alarm systems.
Yeah.
Town to town.
That's right.
You stay from hotel to hotel. Sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not. But sometimes
you're ready to hike.
Yeah, sometimes you want to hike. But I remember this one guy telling me that
Jesus had dreads.
there's no way he didn't.
That was a door-to-door exchange.
No, I didn't knock on the door. We were staying at the hotel, and he was a fellow person staying at the hotel.
Sounds like more of a motel conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a motel convo.
Okay, it probably was a motel.
Yeah, no, it's not a probably. You were living in a motel selling
it was like a
alarm
Super 8.
systems.
I like that he was like, yeah. It sounds like the beginning of the conversation would sound like he's trying to convert you. He's like, "What are your thoughts on Jesus Christ?" Before you answer, I think he had dreads.
So woodworking 5. This is once again top 15 most attractive hobbies to women.
Number 4, dreadlocks.
Number 4, dreadlocks while woodworking. Look at that. Number 4 is, and this is my biggest downfall as a human being. In the big picture of this one hobby that is attractive to women, I am a negative impact, and that is cooking. I am afraid of cooking. I'm fearful of it. I just, in my early 20s, I was like, all right, I'm a young adult. I got to go grocery shopping and learn how to cook. I got to cook for myself. And then I would just throw everything away because it would always go bad. I lived with Renato.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever seen you cook is frozen Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah.
You just put it on the pan and just wait till it gets hot.
Yeah,
Chop it up.
They're already cooked.
Put it on a bread. You're a dad now.
I'm a dad now. I'm going to have to step up sooner than
You're
later.
gonna have to feed him.
Step 1, level
Don't
1.
go-
Step 1, feed the child.
Yeah, you always feed him
Level 1 though,
every day, multiple times.
grill.
Grill.
It's
Grilling?
Easy. It's easy. How do you think you would fare on a grill?
It is a big downfall.
6 minutes flip.
6 minutes
Yeah,
flip.
that's not universal. Chicken's not.
Well, I'm talking about for patties. You know,
What's your go-to dish?
Shanice is so good at cooking, so I just let her do it because she does the thing.
Why can't I play that card? I'm playing
can.
that card.
I do that mostly too.
Yeah.
No, but
I can cook. But
My wife's better at it.
Yeah, my wife's better at it too. So
Everything's good if you compliment.
nobody wants to eat the food I would cook.
Yeah,
Like, I'll do it, and it'll be there and available. But everyone's like, we would prefer
Like
you not have a night.
I feel real confident on a grill and like breakfast. I
I'm
can rock a breakfast.
Yeah, that's great.
so bad at cooking that like when I make toast and it tastes good, I'm like, your boy.
Your boy.
When
Who knew butter?
yeah. Dude,
I grew up in
Butter, little sprinkle
I grew up in the
cinnamon.
South. Butter and salt makes almost anything.
when I
taste.
like nail milk to cereal ratio, I'm like,
Bro.
your boy. Your boy.
I saw a TikTok video this week where it was like whatever cereal you like, replace milk with vanilla ice cream.
Stop.
That sounds like I'm gonna be telling myself, your boy, pretty
Hey.
soon.
That's a dish you'll know how to cook.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Miles, you want to have a dad dinner?
Yeah.
It's Fruity Pebbles and vanilla.
Yeah.
Catch me making an omelet though. I'll
Yeah?
mess up an omelet.
Omelets are
Got
great.
the flip down.
And there's some creativity because an omelet, you have to,
Yeah, you got to paint a little picture
you got to paint a little
and
picture.
then flip right over it.
Make a rainbow on your plate.
You
know
guys,
that?
See, you guys are a lot more attractive than me when it comes to cooking.
Because we're over here dicing peppers.
Yeah, dude, I can't.
You just have to take the way you create and apply it to a different area. You can garden that way.
Okay.
You can.
All right.
I wouldn't work on a car that way. Like, I think the exhaust pipe goes here. But,
yeah.
these are creative
This
things.
can go.
I think that there is a comfort in working on things that have to be done the right way.
What?
Like cars, math.
Yep.
And there's comfort in being good at learning a system and applying it effectively and quickly. And then there is the things that are on this list
that are
like-
decision. I feel this way, so I'm going to express this in this way.
Right.
It's funny that fixing a car is not on there at least yet.
no
Because that is something.
No,
that
I'll tell you right
if,
now.
If Trisha was like, "Oh, did you know that I'm an expert mechanic?" I'd be like, well, "How many babies do you want?"
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Let's Amazon Prime those babies right now.
Whatever you want.
We'll
you can have
overnight
a 6-pack of babies if I don't have to work on my car. And by that I mean pay someone else to work on my car.
we are in the top 3 out of the top 15 most attractive hobbies to women.
Dude, if it says diabetes, I'm gonna win.
Yeah. Number 3, and this goes, oh, you need more details on this. Number 3 is playing an instrument.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, chicks love the guitar and
Chicks,
drums and.
I can back that you can be attractive.
But what about like a flute though? Right?
Exactly, dude.
Lizzo.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I guess if you rip a flute.
There are some
it's
the stereotypical like sexes with the instrument, I think, really make an impact here. Because if a guy
depends on the instrument.
Yeah, it really depends on the instrument. Because if a guy is like, I've spent the last 20 years of my life mastering the flute. It's just going to be odd. It's going to come off
the best piccoloist in the world.
Yeah, it's going to come off very Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
And it's not Napoleon Dynamite, although had a girl, she was an odd bird.
Photographer, which is also on the list.
Look at that.
Bam.
Yeah,
power couple.
Playing the instrument.
Nah, but you know that
triangle. There's got to be a tambo.
yeah, dude. If you're like, I love the trombone. Trombone
is cool.
It's not.
It's real ska.
Didgeridoo.
I don't know if that's attractive.
You still have that sound?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That's how I keep my son.
Just keep in mind, the reason Ross has this on his phone is because this is the sound he plays to put him to sleep.
Yeah.
This is what he puts in.
Sounds like I'm on an alien planet. No dragon aliens there.
Yeah. So playing an instrument though, yeah, you need more details about that before it gets like super attractive.
Right,
trumpets. What's the sexiest instrument?
It's got to either
saxophone,
be like
guitar.
Saxophone. If you're ripping
guitar,
and saxophones are making a comeback right now. They are the party goers.
Where'd they go?
Well, they're just. I think they took a break after Bill Clinton played the sax, and then it worked, and then it kind of hit rock bottom, and now it's like when a saxophone is at like any large gathering of people, and they start shredding, it gets the people going.
You know where it never left? Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I like that they are like, we're going to have this kind of band, tons of horns.
Yeah.
We're going to rock out and throw some peppy jazz at you. Everybody's like, yeah.
Now, you said the most attractive instrument, though, the Spanish guitar, right? It's got to be.
The kind
Anytime they portray that, like, that scene of somebody being attracted by ripping the guitar, it's always on, like, a Spanish guitar that's, like, always, like, some Spanish.
There's a reason Puss in Boots is doing work.
Yeah, his name is Puss in Boots, dude.
Yeah, it's not just boots. It's not just boots.
You know, like he's nailing it.
Yeah,
I can get on board with that. I also found out
I think
that
Spanish guitar is the sexiest.
It's a very fun way to find out that you like Spanish men.
Have you ever seen Rodrigo y Gabriela?
Yeah.
I think
they
I just
both play Spanish guitar.
I more want to be like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then
I went to one of their shows one time. I was like, are they married? This is the hottest thing I've ever seen. I don't think they are. You know what I'm talking about?
I also have.
It was great. Check them out.
I also have the list of least attractive things, and it says playing Spanish guitar poorly.
Yeah. That's right after clipping your toenails on the couch.
It's just Guitar Heroing.
Yeah.
Whenever you mess up.
Smash.
Thud.
Dude, we went to Dave & Buster's on a date last week, and Trisha busted out some Guitar Hero like stats.
Let's go.
Like, you ever see when an adult is locked in on a video game, just doing it right?
That's attractive.
It was.
That's attractive. If my wife pulled up and just nailed the orange button on Guitar Hero,
yeah, bruh,
expert status,
put it on the list.
How did you know?
I bet that's number 16 though. Gaming.
I mean, it's on the top 3 for me right now. I just saw it.
Attractive hobbies for women for men.
Well, we need to make our own list real quick after this.
Yes.
I'm thinking of them now.
Number two is foreign languages.
Duh.
Yo puedo comer todos los you.
Yeah.
I can do all of you.
It's the most embarrassing thing I have to admit. I'm like, hi, I can only talk certain places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't compete when it's.
What are the foreign words that you know?
Well, I've learned a lot over the last couple of years.
All right.
He's a pretty sexy man over here.
What's your go-to?
No, I mean, I've just learned like a lot more Spanish because of my situation and
your situation.
We like to go over her family's house a lot of the time, and
you want to know if they're talking poop.
I'm the one that's out.
Yeah, you're the.
I have to figure out what's going on.
You're the Casper,
you know, which I enjoy because it trains you in a way. Because when I'm out in the public, I kind of understand more. You know,
and it helps you learn how to act in a different place. You know, you learn a place to be in rooms like that.
Right.
There's a hierarchy of what am I allowed to know?
Yeah.
What's being shared with me? What's not? You know.
I just want them to know enough. I want them to know that I know enough that they're not gonna like talk smack about me because they're like, okay, well, he knows a little bit. So
you gotta hit up that Duolingo, bro. Most families want you to hear them talk bad. They would learn English to tell you what they think.
And that's just me being insecure.
Because you're filling in blanks that they're definitely not.
Everything's fine. It's all in my head.
Oh man.
Most of the things you worry about never actually happen.
True.
So you're good.
I've never really gotten on board with that of like when a lot of people are like, so, speak English because I want to know what you guys are saying. I'm like, you nosy ass bitch.
Right,
dude.
right. That's
Well,
like
how about
so
you have
funny.
a
It's
little
just you
bit
projecting
of
the worst case scenario onto it. Like,
Right.
it's a good thing plants can't talk because this tree's giving me the eye.
Number 1 on the list. What do you guys think? Hobby.
Ice skating.
Oof.
Uh,
That is incorrect.
is it crew? Like rowing?
What?
Nah.
No. That was.
Well, sailing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Water sports.
Yeah, it's definitely some sort of boating.
I'm just trying to think of rich people stuff.
Lacrosse?
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse or stocks and bonds?
Crew? It is reading. Reading is looked at as the number 1 most attractive thing that a man can do towards a woman. Me and Joel just dabbed. I don't know if Renano, do you read?
Bro, we've had this conversation many times on this podcast. And
I don't know how
He
to.
doesn't listen to this podcast.
What was the last thing you read?
I read the Harry Potter books, bro.
See, this
I
is
read up to the fourth
It counts. Also, let me...
Wait. Let him finish that sentence. What was that?
I read up to the 4th one. And I read articles online.
You want me to tell you a secret shortcut is a Kindle.
Kindle's, yeah.
Because it has no cover. It does not tell anybody what you're reading. It just lets them know that you are reading.
Yeah.
You can read anything you want on there.
you
You
can
just look like a smart secret keeper.
Yeah.
You can just look at a blank page for hours on end.
After it dies, just keep staring at it.
Yeah, people are like, wow, this guy.
You're just sending vibes out. It's like, oh my gosh, look
It's
at Barney Noble over there.
It's the paint your eyeballs on your eyelids technique of reading.
It's a trick.
Yeah,
It's a trick.
Yeah, if you do it like in a pool chair by yourself, yeah, people are going to walk by and be like,
He's over there.
Sunglasses on, Kindle dead.
Yeah.
You're just
That's an alcoholic.
You're just
I've seen those too.
he's passed out.
well, it's okay if you don't read. I just want to. It's fine.
I do read. I just put on my bookshelf. I just moved, so I put on my bookshelf. I have a lot of books, random ones. I read Holes.
Okay. So
The Giver.
Okay, yeah. These are all books that elementary and middle school asked us to read.
I read Holes with Shia LaBeouf.
I read Berenstain Bears back in the day.
You know Richard Scarry?
Yeah. You ever heard of
I looked at all his books.
I read A Wrinkle in Time.
You ever heard of the novel Goodnight Moon? You ever heard that bad boy?
I've read that multiple times.
I read The Giving Tree.
Giving Tree is it's a good one.
Yeah, that
Remember The Giver?
Yeah, The Giver.
It's
Yeah,
another school one.
Yeah,
I've been
but they
wanting
made
to
a movie,
read
it was
that
terrible.
again because I felt like I was too young and dumb to really understand what was being thrown down in The
Right.
Giver.
Did you have to read
Everybody's great.
Fahrenheit 451 in middle school?
No.
So that one's like required reading on in a lot of syllabi, but it's like about.
Is it Orwell? It's Orwell, right?
No, it's Bradbury.
Okay.
It's
almost Orwell.
they basically ban books.
Yeah.
And they collect them up and burn them, and then it's about this like rogue firefighter who people find books. Anyway, my first job out of college was working for Ray Bradbury, and I remember talking to him. He was pretty old. He was like 80. Yeah.
Whoa.
I worked for him for like 2 years right out of college, and they were trying to have a festival of his work. So my job was to like put together the ideas for the festival, what would we do, how, where, and then pitch it to investors and then try to get a town to accept to have this. Right. But in the doing of all that, I got to talk to him quite a bit because he was my employer. And so, But I asked him, I was like, how do you write so much? And he's like, I write every day. And he would just keep a schedule. He'd wake up, eat breakfast, and write for just hours. And I was like, wow, and you've written so many books. He goes, I've written so much bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you have to get it out.
Right.
He's like, I don't get to the good stuff quickly at all. Mm-hmm. He's like, just keep doing it. And then all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, wait, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then he would go back and work with that and kind of go, okay, now that's what I'm working on.
Right.
But it was the willingness to like commit to your own ideas and the work to bet on yourself every day. That was the takeaway for me. I was like, oh, this guy knows that it's not easy.
Yeah.
And you have to just keep churning out stuff and then know what to share and what to be like, nah.
Yeah. If you
This is my why me page. I'm going to not put that out.
If you only give people, 10% of what you've made, that still accumulates to 100% of what they've gotten from you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it is all you did.
Yeah.
And that's why when I talk to people who, you probably had this conversation too, and I'm sure everybody does. People say, I have this idea. I just really think it'll work.
It's vampires.
It's vampires.
It's vampires.
Well, you wrote that down, but I've had so many people say, like, I have this idea, so if you want to write it, and I'm like, why don't you write it?
Yeah.
Why? If it's just do it, write it. And they're like, I don't know. I've got 2 pages. I'm like, no, finish it.
Yeah.
Just bet on yourself. It's
Oh, look at
it's
this.
worth it.
This is it's wrapping up all inspirational.
I think, yeah. If you do anything, and it's not just writing, anything on that list or not on the list, do it.
Blacksmithing.
Don't just talk about it. Get in the game.
You can't get to the good stuff without going through some bad stuff.
You don't get in life without stepping in a little first.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You're like a self-edit.
You fail, and then you figure out how to fix it, and then you've actually gained.
When you made that noise, though, I was like, "What is Nextel phones from the early 2000s?"
Yeah.
I have to. What does the walkie-talkie phones have to do with this?
Is sound effects on that list?
Sound effects is number 16.
I figured that's why Michael Winslow's the sexiest man alive.
Yeah. He's up there. He's up there. But what are the things that let's flip it. You were talking about it.
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero. If I saw a girl just gnar out on Guitar Hero, yeah, that's hot.
Just imagine if it was your already wife and you didn't know.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
the
convenient.
One thing that was like swoon worthy for me, talking about video games and girls, is my wife knew more about Elder Scrolls Skyrim than I did. And she's like into the lore, and I was just like, oh God, thought that was thrown aside. This goes for all humans. This isn't girl or man, but like just moderate hygiene. Mm-hmm. You don't need
taking care of yourself.
Yeah, you don't need to A+ hygiene for me, but you can't F- it.
Sure,
because I'm not trying to itch every time I hug you, I'm not trying to need ointment every time we make out.
I'm not trying to figure out what this rash is, what this red mark is every time.
Yeah. I don't want braille growing on my arm because, you and me snuggled.
Arm braille.
Now I was saying we've been playing a lot of cards recently.
Cards, that's got to be super attractive for you.
Well, it sort of, in a way, it pisses me off because I'm also trying to compete. Like, I'm trying to win, too, but she grew up playing dominoes and cards and everything. She's quick, bro. She's got quick hands, bro. I can't get her.
You ever do the trivia on Netflix?
Beats me all the time.
There's like a trivia game that you can play with one other person on Netflix. It's trivia something, but that's a house divider. That'll get you going.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's only 2-person, and you just use the remote.
It's a little game?
Back and forth. Oh, yeah.
What?
It's a trivia game. It goes, okay, player 1, and then it does like a few minutes worth of questions, and it logs your score, and then the other person goes, and then there's second round.
Family Feud it.
I mean, some of the questions are like, how much pop culture do you absorb? But some of them...
Oh, she would win for sure.
But some of them are like science questions. That is really, and it's timed, so that adds an element of... You ever play Jackbox?
Yeah, I've Jackbox.
Really all these games. I love. Like I said, I'm just trying to goof around here on Earth.
Another Sunday.
I'll silly swim. I'll Jackbox. Let's go.
Yeah. So, bro, that's what Sundays are gonna be all about.
Yeah. So, and then in conclusion, to wrap up, the top 15 most attractive hobbies to women. Once again, it is 15 traveling, 14 blacksmithing, which is odd. 13, archery, hiking, astronomy, photography, swimming, gardening, writing, painting, woodworking, cooking. Those last 4 are all like, please just make something because I'm trying to make you something. What? Playing instrument, which is also kind of making something. You're making noise. Foreign languages. You are traveled and experienced. Look at you.
Oui.
And reading. And that is episode 32 of Good Sauce.
Shout out, respect, and equal pay.
Yeah. That's also a huge turn on. From what I've been told.
Oh, you've been told it's doing well. So shout out to the wives and mothers. We hope you find your blacksmith out there.
If you're lonely, pick up the skill set of making a sword.
Yeah, or go to the library.
Yeah. Go
Make sure they're awake and go out.
If you don't know how to read, you gotta read. That's episode 32. Much love. I'm Ross. That's Joel.
Yeah.
Night. That's Nico Renato.
Ow.
This episode and every episode is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt. If you are injured on the go, just call Mo. If you are in a slip and fall, I also still know who you are calling. Mo
DeWitt came to bat for us. Go to bat for him. So there's a new thing you can do. It's the Just Call Mo VIP program.
That is true. You can sign up at justcallmo.com/VIP.
Love Mo merchandise?
You're going to get some for free over on that website.
It's the best way to get merchandise.
And what he's been doing is actually taking people out to dinner. You can get access to those exclusive dinners with Mo by going to justcallmo.com/VIP.
JustCallMo.com.